Hello guys, it's Mr. Moonlight here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get all the pets in Divas of Creation. As you can see, I have 5 pets. 2 of them are of the epic rarity, 2 are common and 1 is rare. This guide is going to be for free-to-play players, so if you don't have any Robux and you want to get a mount or a pet, then I'm going to be showing you how you can do that. So the pet I use the most is the Troll. At level 10 he gives 60 armor and magic resist, for basically a permanent duration. He's really OP, he makes you take way less damage. I also have the Bear, which gives you a bit of extra max health. I'm not sure why it's only 20, and the better effect is that it has a heal attached to it. So every so often the Bear will give you back 200 to 400 to 600 health, depending on its level. The next pet I have is the Bunny, which you can actually get from the story. If you just do the main story quests, you're gonna get this bunny eventually, and it gives you magic power, which is good for mages. So those are all my buffer pets. Now I have 2 mounts, the pig and the sea turtle. The pig is a land mount and it's evolved right now, so I can actually ride it. You want to get a land mount as soon as possible in this game, because if you don't, then you're going to be running around from place to place, and actually in the long run you'll save hours of time. It's why the horse game pass is actually pretty OP. Early game, if you have 350 Robux and you're looking to spend it on this game to get ahead, the horse is probably the best way to do that. The sea turtle is level 1, I haven't bothered to evolve it yet. So once it evolves, it turns into a water mount, which I can use in the water. So the way the mounts work is they start at level 1, and while it's unevolved, you can't ride it, it's just useless, it's pretty much a pet which does nothing. It will take 30% of your experience, and once it hits level 10, then it evolves and turns into a mount that you can ride. So the way you get pets as a free-to-play player is through repeatable side quests. These side quests will be from NPCs that are typically story NPCs, and the quest will have a level attached to it, and you need to be that level before you can do it. And once you complete the quest, you get a chest, which is pretty much just an RNG roll, and you have a chance to get a pet in that chest. So the earliest you can get a pet from side quests is this NPC, Zoran, and he's located here in the map next to this purple house. He's also a story NPC, so you'll encounter him eventually, and I believe the level requirement for this quest is either 15 or 20. What makes this interesting is he actually has 2 quests which give pets. One chest has 3 buffer pets, the wolf, the bunny, and the tiger. Each one you have a 3% chance of getting from the chest, so you actually have decent odds if you grind this out. The next quest is the mount quest, and these are for common mounts. You either have a 3% chance of getting a horse, a pig, or a shadow pouncer. This one's even better because all the mounts are basically the same apart from the speed bonus. So you have a 9% chance of getting a good land mount to start your early game off whenever you do this side quest. Most of these quests are just kill quests, so they're really easy, there's nothing too crazy you need to do, just follow the instructions they give you. One piece of advice is when you do the quest, some of the requirements will be like an item requirement, so you need to like gather 20 mushrooms or something, and it'll be the same every time. So if you want to grind out the quest, then farm that specific material until you have enough to do it a bunch of times. So that's where you get the lower level pets. This is where you get the higher level pets. I believe you need to beat level 40 to do all of these quests. This location is pretty close to the other one. You go to this little cliff area between the purple house and the Ant-bound wilds. You'll see a bunch of pterodactyls walking and flying around. Don't worry, they're not enemies. And at level 40, this guy will give you the side quest, which has the ability to give you flying pets. This is the only quest that I've seen which can give you flying pets. It can give you a wasp, an undead eagle, and a pterodactyl. It's actually pretty easy to complete, which is surprising, but it makes sense considering the 1% drop chance. The flying mounts are a lot cooler than the normal mounts, so if you want to impress your friends, this is the way to go. So for the next pet side quest, I'm going back to the main town, so I'm taking an escape scroll, and this NPC is right inside the town. From the front entrance, you go to the left, and you'll see this NPC. He's right next to the marketplace. Early game I thought he was a useless NPC, but he actually has this quest, which you unlock at level 40. These are for epic buffer pets, and I think this is one of the best ones to do, because you have a 6% chance of getting one of the 3, and they're all really good. The bear gives you healing, the troll gives you armor and magic resist, and the spider gives you lifesteal on your attacks. You really can't go wrong with any of them. This is one of the quests that I'd grind out the most. And for the final pet quest, I'm going to the catacombs. If you don't know what the catacombs is, it's this area between the purple house and also Ant-bound wilds again, pretty close to the other quests. It's very hard to miss, there's a road leading directly to it, so you can just take that road and you'll be at the entrance in no time. This is what the entrance looks like. You just want to run down this staircase here. It's a very long staircase, so having a mount also helps. Once you're down the staircase, you want to take the first right corner, run past all these NPCs, go to the left here and go forward. Keep going forward, and on this first left, you'll see an NPC. There are actually spiders on the wall above, so if you go too close, they'll come and drop down, so you want to kill them first. So this NPC doesn't actually have the pet quest, it's the next one. You keep on going forward and he's right here. They're very close to each other. And the best thing about this NPC is his side quest gives probably the best pet rewards in the game. I'm already doing this quest in progress, so you can see the rewards if I hover over the chest on the side. This is also a level 40 quest, and you honestly want to be like really strong because it's a hard quest to do. And it has a chance of giving you a mammoth, a bone crusher, a storm scale, or an enchanted deer mount. That's free 1% chances of getting a legendary or a 1% chance of getting an epic. Pretty good odds. The one thing I'll say about this quest is I feel like it's a lot longer than the others. It's taken me so long to do it, but maybe if you have good AoE, you can clear it a lot faster. And if you have friends to help you also doing these same quests, not only do you have double the chance of getting something together for yourselves, but you also have a easier time killing the mobs, so you can do it faster too. Before I wrap up here, I want to show you guys just how impactful these buffer pets can be. So I have the troll maxed out, max level. He gives 60 armor and 60 magic resist. These ogre warriors deal 172 damage whenever they hit me. So I want to put the pet on and show you guys just how much of a difference that 60 armor buff gives. What I like the most about these buffer pets is the buff pretty much lasts forever. It will last for 2 minutes, and it'll say that, but it basically refreshes instantly, so it will always be up. So now I have the buff, I can see exactly how much damage the ogre warriors do, and you can see it does 121. So just the pet made it go down from 172 to 121, which is honestly crazy because that's like a 30% decrease in the damage taken, which is a lot just for a pet. And if you combine that with good armor and armor upgrades, you can be a massive tank who basically takes no damage. The other buffer pet I have is the bear, and the bear gives 20 max HP, which is very strange. I don't think that's meant to be that low. But the effect that I'm more interested in is that every minute or so, he gives about 200 health back in heals. And that's just the level 1 version of the bear. At level 10, he gives you 600 back. So what you could do is have the ogre equipped, and then when you're low and you're out of combat and you want to heal back up, you just equip to the bear, wait for his buff to come in and you'll get healed, and then you can swap back to the ogre. The fact that these pets are situationally useful makes it really cool to just have a bunch of them, because you never know when you need one of them, and just being able to switch on the fly will give you a huge advantage. The only downside to that though is inventory space is really hard to come by in this game, so you probably don't want more than 3 or 4 slots filled with pets. But yeah, that's going to be my pet guide. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments. I try to answer all of them.